All right, so I'm going to try to go live from the car. I am multitasking here. Ooh, I look fat. I don't just look fat, y'all. I'm fat. But I wanted to tell you guys about the meeting, the Board of Police Commissioner meeting. There was no quorum, so they couldn't conduct any business. So they just let us do public comment. What a joke. But anyway, it was full of people complaining about this and the other thing, in addition to the fact that the Board of Police Commissioners lawyer is also the city's lawyer, which is a conflict of interest, clear conflict of interest, because the city's lawyer represents, the city, and the city represents, the police department, and the Board of Police Commissioners is actually supposed to have oversight. So how can the city's lawyer, who is the legal advisor to the city, also going to be the legal advisor to the Board of Police Commissioners? They're on opposing sides. So there's that. And of course, there was a lot of discussion regarding that, not discussion, public comment. In addition to the fact that they just don't get anything done, which is why I have drafted 3 amendments that I am advocating be made initiatives on the October 26th ballot, where Mayor Duggan will be running for governor. And so if I am successful in securing 3,000 signatures, I need 3,000 signatures in order to get it on the ballot, roughly 3,000 signatures. And the same person that signs each amendment, one is for making a part of the charter, what we call the presumption of misconduct. So if a cop does not have his body cam turned on, and or there is no body cam footage, or he isn't wearing a body cam when engaging with the public, it will be presumed that he's guilty of whatever the allegation is against him. We want to put that on the charter. And that puts teeth in it in order to enforce police wearing those body cams, and we can ensure that they're not contributing to crime, because we do know that some of them are corrupt. Which is why we have a Board of Police Commissioners, because of corrupt police. And then the other one is to change the composition of the Board of Police Commissioners, because at present, the mayor gets to appoint 4 members of the police commission. Why would he get to appoint police commissioners? He doesn't get to appoint city council members. And why did he get to appoint 4? Who came up with these numbers? Who thought of this? Him, more likely than not. However, we can make it, put it in the charter and make the law say that the Board of Police Commissioners will be composed of 7, 1 from each district, and 2 at large, just like with our city council, and they all must be elected by the electorate, by the citizens. That's the other amendment. That's the second amendment. And then the third amendment is there is the presumption of misconduct amendment, the composition amendment, and my third amendment. And I've already drafted the language for these, so I'll be filing the language for these within the next week. Council. The third amendment is that the Board of Police Commissioners will have their own independent lawyer, not a lawyer from the city, because that lawyer would be compromised. So, those are the 3 amendments I'm proposing. Those are the 3 amendments I drafted. That's the amendment language I will be filing. After I file that, I'll have 3 separate petitions for each of those amendments, and whoever signs one can sign all of them, because they're different amendments. So all I need is roughly 3,000 people. I've got a year to get them. So that's my objective, to put some teeth in the thing and do like Martin Luther King Jr. said, get it on the books. Whatever it is you're doing, get it on the books. It don't make no difference if they comply today. They don't have to comply tomorrow if it's not on the books, if it's not a law. So, that being said, the public comments were I told you how much fun I had at the coalition for police transparency and accountability, and I did. And some of them were there tonight, and I actually met them in person. I enjoyed that experience. And they were talking about the resolution that Commissioner Moore presented last week that couldn't be voted on because there was not a quorum. And guess what? They couldn't vote on it tonight. But it's about the First Amendment and the Board of Police Commissioners saying, okay, the Detroit police won't have anything to do with ICE. If ICE comes here, the Detroit police won't be helping them do anything. Okay, that's fine. But here's the deal with resolutions by the Board of Police Commissioners. Here's the deal. It is just, it is as effective as resolutions said at a person's funeral. Oh, and be it resolved that so-and-so was a marvelous man, and so-and-so, and then did great things, and that resolution ain't going to get him up out the coffin, out the ground, or nothing else, okay? It may give his family a little comfort after a while, down the road somewhere, but in the meanwhile and mainwhile, it ain't going to do a blessed thing for him. And neither is a resolution saying, oh, the Detroit police ain't going to help ICE. ICE don't need to help. That's number one. Number two is the resolution isn't law. The Board of Police Commissioners cannot make law. They can make policy, but not law. And what we need is law. And so the Board of Police Commissioners can make a resolution to send to the city council to create an ordinance. An ordinance is law. So they can do that. But we want to make sure that whatever they do, they make sure that they do what's right in the sight of God. So we want to make sure that we are doing good. You can find a homeless shelter, just call the emergency number. That's what you need to do. That's why you need to call a homeless shelter. Okay, I've been on the street. I know the game. Go to a shelter and get yourself together and off the street. Make your life mean something more than it does right now. Because you ain't helping nobody, least of all yourself. You can do better than this. You're smarter than this. You are. I love you. You take care of yourself. That's what me and my sister's caravanning, helping a young lady. We were helping a young lady that we saw. I wasn't going to tell y'all, but since she felt the need to stop at my car and start doing the pull off after we gave her food and clothing, and then brought her to where she said she got a place to stay, and now, oh, but he going to charge me to go in there. But since those kids, the children died in February, the city has opened up a lot of beds. So it's not like she can't get in out of the element. It's that she wants to continue to get high right now. Because she's tweaking at the moment. Ask me how I know. Been there and done that, okay? I'm not talking about being on the Board of Police Commissioners because I'm all law and order and I've always been all law and order. I'm not. And that's what makes me good for this position. That and the fact that I know the law. So, aside from that, I want to shout out my sister. Her name is Cheryl Conway. You can find her on social media. Well, she got Facebook now. She got Facebook. And just the other day, she did get TikTok. I'm not guaranteeing you she know how to work it because she's not as swift as I am with technology. But she down with me like 4 flat tires. So I went to the Board of Police Commissioner meeting at Sacred Heart. And she went to the Block Club meeting at Live 6 Hub, which is up the block from where we live, to cover that meeting, and so we get back together and she can let me know what they talking about that I can incorporate and use in my campaign as well as in what I'm doing. Because, like, I'm drafting the language for the amendments now that I was telling you about and the petitions, and I'm gonna start getting them signed after I submit the language. Then I'm going to start getting my petition signed. And I ain't no need for me to wait, right? So whether I get elected or not, I'm still pursuing these amendments, right? And then I've got the lawsuit against the city of Detroit that's soon to come to a close. I believe in my victory, which will prove to everybody He may not know a lot, but he knows the law, and he beat the city of Detroit based on Detroit police's misconduct. I got a couple of other lawsuits that I'm working on. When I say I'm working on them, I'm creating grounds for them. I've requested some Freedom of Information Act body cam footage, which I know they don't have. But I have to give them time to, there's a certain amount of days they got to get it back to me or tell me they don't have it. And when they put in writing that they don't have it, then I can sue them. That's the plan. Oh, if they watching, they know my plan. They can't stop me from doing it, though. And they can't change the law. So, anyway, you've been updated. I will see you in the morning for our day, I think it's what, day 86 of our Vision with Purpose and Power by Dr. Miles Monroe in our 90-day devotional. It's day 86. I'm excited because soon we'll be starting Sons of the Soil, Daily Fire for Black Men, on June 17th. That morning, 10 a.m., we'll start doing those 365 devotionals. That's a year of devotionals. We don't do the devotional on Sunday morning because I do Zoom Sunday school class, mostly with my family when they do show up at the table. If they don't show up at the table, they're Facebooking or like some of you guys, they catch me on replay. Anyway, that's what happens with my Sunday mornings at 10 o'clock. It's been cool chatting with you and getting this out the way because when I get home, I'm going to get out this monkey suit and I'm going to get me something to eat. Well, I'm going to get out the monkey suit, put on my pajamas. I'm an old man. It's way past my bedtime. Because I nap and then I wake up like closer to midnight and then I'll do my webcast recording and post it on YouTube. And then I'll probably be able to get some more sleep and see you guys in the morning. In the interim, God bless you. And as Telly Savalas used to say on Kojak, who loves you, baby?